Lyrical Session, Gun Capital 10K Tournament Day 2. Make some noise, yo. This is the classic right here. The heavy battle. The heavy battle. Oh, crackers Sky. To the spectators. It's getting damn good. Shout out to our sponsors. This is Sharpie, Gun Capital Clothing, Bodied Ink, the Tamako Fit.
Yeah.
On my right, please introduce yourself.
Verbalist 051 RAP, Righteous the Nicest. Let's do this.
Nigga on my left.
Pava Gunz, Gatecracker Entertainment, Secunda's in the building. What the fuck's up, man?
So, Verbalist is about to start. 3 minutes is on you, nigga.
Phones on
Silent. Phones off. Phones on airplane mode. We're taking off now.
These are the silent afterlife hymns sung to shame our about to be dearly departed. Of disabled bodies, you're already at a handicap. Of disabled bodies, you're already at a handicap. These special rounds mental, things severely retarded. Till you have no move to console or make your joystick, you've played yourself, incest the cartridge. This is about to be a first round knockout, and this game barely has started. So what's popping? You pre-Neanderthal aged imbecile? Pava Gunz versus Verbalist. Damn, who would have thought? Now that guns in my grip, the rounds are locked in. To get you triggered, I'm definitely taking the shot. And your senior citizen privileges are about to get suspended today. Your senior citizen privileges are about to get suspended today. You're about to face your limits. Say anything obvious, rebuttal game nasty. Your chances will be like your hair, getting gray by the minute. Because Rusty Old Guns has no kickback. His rounds will backfire by the time he's finished. You used to be that guy with insatiable hunger. Now you're just food stuff. You haven't paid your dues in a while. I'm the debt collector calling, because once I let it rain, you watch this dude drop. Once I let it rain, you watch this dude drop. Polished penmanship versus showmanship. Tell me who's hot. Because Pava, I'll let you walk a mile in my shoes, because you need to brush up against something polished to find out who's not. Okay. You're from Mpumalanga, right? What a useless fucking place. I mean shit. Would have wrote something about it, but 99.9% of the time as a province, I tend to forget that place actually exists. I tend to forget that place actually exists. I swear I was gonna let this slip, but the first time I heard you battle, you were talking about the gats you grip. Plus your one half of Pablo and Gustavo reiterated in damn near every track you spit. And your name is Pava Gunz, so I thought, God damn it, that nigga must be gangster as shit. Until a homie used to chill with back in your Pretoria days told me who this man really is. Guess this gangster life that they pretend to live must be cool to these rich suburban kids. Because if you grew up or I grew up, you'll know that gang affiliation is not a social status you wore and got comfortable with. It was a means for survival in a jungle where constant visits from death make sure that heaven is filled. Because Kasi niggas have itchy trigger fingers, my G, and that's why we all needed a click. I understand why these soft ass niggas want to adapt to rap social demographics, so in order to seem hard, they thought to just lie. While you were swimming in family wealth and blood in your eyes, it wasn't by choice, but for us gassy niggas to carry a gun or tuck some form of a knife. Cause I've been stabbed, shot, and gangsterism almost cost me my life. But you'll never understand, cause for us gassy niggas, that's how we were taught to survive. Cause while you use guns with the means that you landed in bars, we use guns with the means that we never landed in bars.
Talk to him! Talk!
Please show and tell. And I'm not talking about that Pablo and Gustavo Netflix false sense of gangsterism that you pretend that you're part of a known cartel.
Okay. Yeah.
You're soft ass niggas a twat in real life and you know this well. Pava Gunz, god damn it, your name still gangster as hell. Hard on me to tell it to your friend, round 1 up to the 3rd. I'm the person you'll never want to battle again. Time.
Nigga! Damn it! Nice and neat!
You're good?
You're good.
It's been a while, man. It's been a while. Yeah. Pava Gunz versus Lord Vader.
Yo, dog.
That's Lord Vader.
Nah, that's not him.
He's got dreads, he speaks suit, that's
No,
Lord Vader.
wrong. That's the wrong dude.
That's who's this?
Check again. That's Verbalist.
Pava Gunz versus Verbalist. You're probably wondering why the fuck am I here? So before this battle goes any further, let's get a few things clear.
Okay.
There's this finest mummy from Kababa I've been trying to see this entire year. So when RC presented this opportunity, I had no choice but to say yeah. Yeah! Now because of some pussy, I'm stuck facing an opponent I didn't want.
Okay.
But if you're shooting a movie with Jet Li, you're bound to get us a couple of stunts. Do y'all feel that Verb is nice? Man, I feel like Verb is shite. And I'm here to expose a body to die for like Herbalife. With the 40 beaming, a couple of shots, your homie screaming. The metal will put rounds in this pussy like Yoni steaming. I'm just thinking. I'm trying to figure out where the link is. Were you sipping aloe vera gel to make you feel you're forever living? Yes, he was actually. Sipping aloe vera gel to think that you're forever living? Well, today, I'm gonna bring an end to your world like Armageddon. Once I grab the weapon, raise these arms and start flexing. Once I start disrespecting, death is the only ending. They called Mama Angie from Mocha Lava, she wasn't willing to step in. You get hit so hard, there'll be delayed reaction like latency. Like serving a table at Ocean Basket, I'ma ask you to wait and see. Pay no mind. Like serving a table at Ocean Basket, I'ma ask you to wait and see. Pay no mind to any battle rapper out claiming he's as great as me. Just know it's all cap like the main reason athletes now take a knee. And I'll stop punching on you like Kimbo Slice in the backyard. Just so you know, I need all the smoke like Stack Jack and Matt Barnes. Damn! I saw your battle with no peace. None of your lines was hard. And your performance versus Black Z was another episode of Bad Boss. But I am very dope. You are facing Mad Max in the Terror Dome. You couldn't see me wearing spectacles attached to a telescope. But you are in a jam like an apricot. Given the chance, take the shot. You in a jam like apricot. Given the chance, take the shot. How do you expect to snatch his spot when you ain't even half as hot? I'll grab the Glock, crack his top, bring his life to a tragic stop when I pull up with the Jack Boys and pop smoke like Travis Scott. So you're running for president? I guess your campaign's through. The toast will lift your spirit like a champagne flute. Keep fucking with my budget, and I'll raise the sig like syntax. Then I'ma fuck your grandma up like an error in syntax.
Nice. Fire.
Big facts. I'm just here to make up for everything this kid lacks. And after this battle, RC, you owe me more than a six-pack.
Round 2. Sound about. You've been out of the ring too long. You're a league owner now. As a performer, I really doubt your relevance. You're just a simple punchline cat with a lot of filler in your basic construction, nothing profound or elegant. Because battle rap right now is beyond the capability that surrounds your eloquence. Because you're too watered down to be fire. Ground yourself. The air about you said you're no longer star in the space old timer. You're really out your element.
I'm a fish.
Similes, more similes. That's all that he says. From 09 to 2020, spread over battle rap and the stuff that he lays. Aren't you older than time itself? Shame that age itself couldn't inspire some change. That age itself could inspire some change. Because you, in this rap shit, it's like you're trapped in a maze. How you, old man, seems to be stuck in your ways. The past carries you. And that should be normal to hear. You used to be the GOAT, but right now you're surviving on what you used to do as a former. Is clear that this battle was supposed to be you passing the torch to the new era, but they're gonna witness as I destroy your legacy and honor in here. So are you supposed to pass the torch to the new era when the fire is no longer there?
I want that torch, nigga.
Yo, dog, no, that shit was
But Pava, no matter what you say today, your past reputation will carry you by the hour. You used to be a magician, but right now, battle rap to use like a pentagram to wishes. You're only surviving off star power. That's why when they said you could beat me, nothing could sound so stranger. Toilet paper before lockdown, you got oversold for nothing. And because about him, nothing that I found was major. Because right now they think I can beat you. There's holes in your ozone, meaning remove a bit of gas that's put your entire rounds in danger. That puts your entire rounds in danger.
Talk that
Drink,
shit.
That's puts your entire rounds in danger. There's holes in your zone that puts your entire rounds in danger. But, God damn it. Wait.
Another one.
There's holes in your ozone that put your entire rounds in danger.
Come on. Yo, stop his time. Let him get it back.
That puts your entire rounds in danger. God damn it.
Come on, Verb, come on.
Hey, yo! You gonna be on the front page of the Sun Times Live in this week's Herald. Verb, I brought a hitman that's gonna talk to your son like Big Gerald. I brought some over-the-head bars and I'm hoping that someone grab this. Somebody better tell Verb his luck's up like Summer Madness. When RC offered me this battle, I was speechless with no words. I mean, I've seen a couple of his manuscripts and this really ain't a pro, Verb. But I guess I'm his rite of passage to help separate him from his rivals. And after this battle, Verb will finally be associated with the idols. Your career has been stagnant, with no signs of elevation. I mean, Karabo, you've been a bitch since Achimoroka was on television. I wasn't even gonna do name flips. I was coming with straight bars. Because even using your name is quite easy. It already starts with a K and an AR. But I'm here to talk to your emotion. Break down how Karabo feels. Today you're gonna bow to a god and I'll make sure Karabo kneels. By profession, he's a jeweler. He can verify if that's true. But that's no longer his main focus. He's now doing tattoos. I ain't even knocking his hustle. There's nothing else this man can do. I mean, it took you that long to realize you'll never create nothing of value. And now he's trying to make a living off the ink, hoping to make amends. After realizing he's a jeweler who'll never drop any gems. Joey, Chandler, and Ross, none of these niggas your friends. Because if they were, they would have told you exactly how the story ends. You blowing fumes, marry your fiance, maybe you'll be better groomed. Aren't you from the city of Rose? Maybe you'll be better groomed. Aren't you from the city of roses, and why has your career never bloomed? From where does it stem? Who planted the seed? I'm just trying to get to the root. I'll cut down the branches of a family tree even if they regenerate like Groot. I was hoping you would flower and blossom. Psycho am I fooling? I'm just here to lay down the law like a constitutional court ruling. RC, let me keep the hammer. It was easy to sneak the tool in because that ratchet was so big when he saw it, he started drooling. So when that toot spits, he'll be like, do shit. He'll make this do flips like a kung fu flick. They say you ate an L like Lauren London as that new chick. And I'll pull up on your bitch, catch her slipping and start shooting on some juke shit. They should have told you. Today you're going to a war with a soldier. In my defense, I prefer to remain in the zone like Eric Spoelstra. See me carrying the heat, I'm a walking bucket like Tyler Hero. I played your battle for my colored boy and already said you're a weird oh. I thought you were dope rapper. Disguised as a weird oh. But to tell you the truth, dog, you're only just weird, bro. Time, man.
Fight back! We all remember the Scrambles hierarchy through Dave's dictatorship that produced some of the best in this country has ever seen. Yep. That's if you subscribe to his false teachings and you are part of that helpless class of black imbeciles that loyally succumbed to a white man's power like it was God speaking. You all even missed your family funerals and battled on your wedding day not to be at all not to be exiled or branded at all heathens. Thought your generation will destroy itself. When the ground level you all treaded was overrated to levels you were not reaching. I saw the death of Scrambles coming. Think spontaneous human combustion. Because the surrounding gas was too much to stomach, so when it imploded, it became more than a gut feeling. On the league, why we never have no peace versus a blame, we got that Zuluminati Scrambles mentality to blame. It's always a scramble main car cat versus a scramble main car cat. The word redundancy relates. Even if you book a fire cat, you tend to relegate him below the undercard, below the some watered down scramble main card names. You know some scramble main card names. So Scramble, Zuluminati, father and son, the same in many different ways. So you made your parent proud and put a smile on the face of your father Dave. And put a smile. And put the smile on the face. And put the smile on your face of your father Dave. But I'll admit, you try to flow with the current and ride its unsettling waves, but come water stagnates your process too long and had you sinking back to your old ways because you're not familiar on how it currently behaves. Because you're not let him go. But I'll admit, you try to flow with the current and ride its unsettling waves, but come water stagnated your process too long and you sunk to your old ways because you're not familiar on how it currently behaves. Because the ship that your scramble cats anchored had a chain of command that had all of you enslaved.
Sort that black man, white man shit.
And that tier system that seems to supersede all type of skill, watch it crumble as you finally admit that this man's beat Pava. The god, the legend, the law surrounding you is a mad reach. Because if I beat him, y'all say he's too old or he's too rusty instead of downright admitting that and say he's weak. Because walking all over you today, you're no longer a mountain to climb, you're just a basic feat. You're no longer a mountain to climb. Walking all over you is a basic feat. With reasons, with him are layers. Because if he didn't decide to ever rest, maybe he'd still be at his greatest. And there's a difference in how we present our work to this culture. I'll admit, You're more like a strategic boxer. But at the end of the day, you're a light puncher. Using light jabs to build up rounds with evil.
Let him cook.
At the end of the day, you're a light puncher. Using light jabs to build up rounds to build up points within each round, but one swing will have your entire strategy deflate and puncture. With me, I'm more like an architect with each juncture. Because you'll think you're seeing flaws, but at the end of the day, it's a concrete foundation with solid bars that build up.
Don't lose it.
Come on. But I'm like an architect.
Don't lose it.
Let him think. But I'm like an architect with each juncture. You think you're seeing flaws, but at the end of the day, it's a concrete foundation with bars that build up air.
Get it back, nigga.
Bring it back. Say it again.
But at the end of the day, fuck, let me cut it.
Time.
Segregation ball.
If you've ever seen me battle, you know what happens in verse 3. So this round might hurt you more than it hurts me. But I came to talk about your bitch and the way she loves to eat a dick. But on the street, she doesn't even believe that revival be the click. She let the whole squad smash and even tried marrying after. I blessed her once, now she calls me daddy like a Nigerian pastor. And once I mentioned his bitch, it was clear that his heart's racing. That bitch a trip, she let us bust and run a train like Park Station. And that's a line you'll never forget, like an open book. That's a line you'll never forget, like an open book and scripted scene. That bitch kept whispering donut like I worked at Krispy Kreme. Be quite cautious. When I met her, she was teabagging like 5 roses. You need the whole hood fuck. You gotta fucking quit, guy. Focus. By the way, I'll put you under, Chief. I used to run Josie when I was godly, when I was younger, Chief. Y'all read? His bitch knows I beat the pussy better than any fella can. She already knew I was nasty C, but that's something you should never tell a man. You never tell a man. When we met, she was shaking her ass, but she told me she had you whipped. Nasty C, tell a man Shakina don't have a song called Whipped. But come to my class. It can get pretty ugly around these youngsters. For 25K, they'll only rest in January for the work that they can master. I'm but my dope boy like McLaren. But you gotta admit that this dude is whack. I'll give him the beats and the biggest hit. We'll put him in the ICU like Lucas Raps. This guy is weak. When I see your squad have this undying urge to clap the heat, I'll pull out the flame and start wrecking crews like a recent mash beats. But you're ambitious. Bunch of ambitious. Though you like the sauce, and clearly not on the job. MT already set the benchmark, so after this you're getting raw. I may not be on my A game, but I'm the combination of your worst fear. And that previous scream just proved to all you niggas that I'm fresher than first years.
Gold. Talk that gold shit.
Fight back. Fight back.
Verbalist.